Ladies and gentlemen, we implore you. Oh, I don't know. Welcome. How you doing? We're back.
We appreciate you being here. Cody's not here tonight. He's getting a pedicure.
Yeah, and some special treatment in some very delicate areas.
Yeah.
I heard he's going for his second Brazilian. First time he wasn't crazy
Too hairy.
about. Yeah, couldn't finish it one sitting.
While we're waiting for everyone to join, we'll take care of the business.
Yeah.
We need you to subscribe to our YouTube channel and please share all of our posts on social media so your friends can hear about us and listen to our shows or watch our shows whenever it's convenient for them, whether it's to and from work or at break time or during work.
Yeah, whatever. And kudos to our man, Steven, who does that very regularly. We appreciate you, Steven. Good evening, ready to hang out with the best crew. Appreciate you being here, man.
Steven always makes me feel good.
Yeah, it's nice. And it goes back, the sharing thing is important because word of mouth is what works with these. And I will just say again, we posted a new show, whatever it was, Thursday night.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen one share on Facebook of that post. So 15,000 followers on Facebook, one share. That math is off to me.
That won't work.
So we're putting it on you. You got to do this. Okay, so now, having gotten that business out of the way, Noel, hello. Survived another week. Well, I hope it was a little better than just surviving, but it's great to see you. Leslie, hi from California. Great to see you. Hi, Susan. Checking in from Facebook. Marianne, hi, guys. Got the job offer in Chattanooga. Now to find an affordable place to live before the end of April.
Oh, good luck on that.
Yeah, congratulations. Congratulations. Wendy, good to see you. Steph, haven't seen you in a while. Glad to have you here on Facebook. Old school. You guys, if you're watching on Facebook, that's fine, but you better be subscribed to our YouTube channel.
And punch over there and catch up like the last show we had.
I don't want to hear about, I'm technically, no. If we can do it, you can do it.
I will say the last show we had, there's some pretty juicy country gossip on there.
Yeah. We don't know who it is.
We don't.
But we shared an interesting little rumor there. So if you haven't seen that show yet, you should definitely check that out. Jessica, hey, from Maryville, Tennessee. What's up, Jessica? It's good to see you. Obviously, everything's open. Anything you guys want to talk about or whatever, throw it out. If you have, what are you watching? I always like to know what you're watching. We're always looking for new stuff to check out. We will talk a little bit about some stuff on the show that's going to drop Sunday about some things we're watching and enjoying. And here's a little teaser for you. If you are an America's Got Talent fan and you watched last season, ladies who came in 5th place.
Yes.
Chapel Hart. Incredible singers.
Hilarious.
Dynamic energy. They're our special guest on the show that drops Sunday night. So you're definitely going to want to check that out. These ladies are awesome. So we're excited about that. Wendy. Hey, guys. Nice to see you. Seymour. Thanks for checking in. We appreciate that. Susan, yeah, watching on YouTube. Would like to know who it was.
Yeah, so would we.
I don't know.
The show. The gossip.
Oh, yeah. Okay, perfect. Thank you. I get
it.
That was like 30 seconds ago, man. You think I'm going to remember something like that? Why am I so confused? Let's see. Noel, rewatching Outlander. I never watched that.
I don't know what.
I've heard a lot about it, but I have not seen that one.
Rachel loves that show if it's the one I'm thinking about. It's a time travel thing.
That sounds right.
And she loves it.
Yeah, I think a lot of people do. I've heard good things. We're still on. We've been bouncing back and forth. We had to finish up Hunters, and then we're watching Your Honor on Showtime and The Last of Us on HBO each week, and then we're still in the midst of Slow Horses on Apple TV, which we're really enjoying.
Well, I'll tell you a show to avoid that I love.
Okay.
And this makes no sense what I'm saying, but trust me, I'm going somewhere with it.
Okay.
National Treasure. Love the movies. The TV show clearly geared for kids, and Lily and I are watching it, and Rach held in as long as she could, and she's like, "You're gonna have to finish this one for me."
Gotta take one for the team.
Yeah, because Lily and I were watching it the other night, and when I say the storyline's fine, but the acting is just so bad, and I mean Michael Douglas's wife, Catherine Zeta-Jones, is on it. She's terrible in it.
Oh.
They're all terrible, but it's the writing. Like they realize we have to get this journal out of a museum, and I've never seen small museums with so many tourists in them everywhere they go. Like here, getting a tour, there are always like 30 people, and I'm like, wow. For this,
well, you wouldn't know what the inside of a museum looks like anyway.
That's true. I did see Night at the Museum.
Okay, yeah, you've never been inside a museum,
but like at one point they're at the Alamo, and all of a sudden one of them goes, "Let me check it out," and they go, and they just disappeared from the screen. They all had those goggles on or whatever, supposedly, but they're walking around planning how they're going to rob the place from that. And they're the way they talk. Oh, someone stole the journal. Stop them! They stole the journal. I mean, it's terrible.
I hate it based on your reenactment. I don't know if that's just
That was
you
good
or
acting.
Yeah, compared to what they're doing.
Yes. I just won an Emmy.
You're correct about the Outlander that Rachel loves it. She says that's the one.
Yes.
Hello, Janet. Hello, Patty from Sevierville. Good to see you.
Well, you know what? While we're talking about Outlander, Rachel loves time travel stuff like Outlander. Anything kind of time travel wise, romance, that kind of stuff. She loves that. Anybody have any suggestions, please hit me up on that, because she asks me every time she's looking, and I'm like, Blade Runner, and then I'm out.
Back to the Future?
Yeah, then I'm done.
Is there anything more lovely than a son falling in love with his mother? Or his mother falling in love with him, I guess.
It's a sweet Southern story.
More technically correct. Let's see. Dinah saying hello from Gatlinburg. Marianne said, I just started watching The Godfather of Harlem. That's Forrest Whitaker, right? I hear that's very good.
Yes, I think it's based on what was the movie? American Gangster, was it? With Denzel and Russell?
Yeah.
I think that's his character that he's playing.
Oh, okay. Well, I love American Gangster. That's a great movie. Steph, Outlander, it was good at first, but I got over it after a while.
Okay.
TQ1 Kelly, hello. Kelly, we got your voicemail, and I have on it. I'm being honest. I've read part of the transcript. I haven't had a chance to listen to it yet. I'm sorry, but I will promise we will. You have my word. Let's see. So, what's anybody watching the Super Bowl this weekend? You guys gonna?
I'm sure we'll watch it. We'll probably end up at somebody's party or something. I don't know what the plans
That
are.
was your move.
Well, I haven't.
Is it a holiday?
Well, I haven't checked the.
Somebody's house.
I haven't checked the calendar, and what I mean by that is I haven't asked Rachel what we're doing, because I'm terrible at planning that stuff. Otherwise, I would love to lay on the couch and eat a pizza.
I suspect the only reason we would even keep track is, we're rooting for Betty, obviously, because she is 5-1 through the divisional and the conference championships, and she has chosen the Chiefs as the Super Bowl winner.
And she is, I hate that, because I want Jalen Hurts to win in the Eagles. I'm not an Eagles fan, but I'm a Jalen Hurts fan. He's just such a good man. And Patrick's got a Super Bowl.
Yeah, I don't care, except I want her to win this. I'm concerned this might be. I hope it's not, but I'm concerned it might be her last Super Bowl.
And well, if it's her last Super Bowl, if she announces her retirement, we don't know.
Yeah,
she could pull a Tom Brady and just say, "That's it. I'm walking away a winner, 6-1."
Just Teresa checked in on, I think, Facebook today and asking how she was, and I'll tell you what I told her. She's not. I mean, to look at her, you would not know she's sick. She plays. She's fine. She doesn't seem to be hurting. She's great, but she has grown new masses in her abdomen, and we're going to start her on some new chemotherapy. We're waiting on the company that we paid the money to. They're sending a new formula, so we're just waiting on that to get going on it, and I'm hopeful that it will do the job to at least to keep things going. But it's my thing is it's all about quality of life, and right now she's still bouncing around, having a great time, still picking winners. So thank you for asking, Teresa. Appreciate that. Steph, have you guys watched Vikings? Is it Vikings of Valhalla? Vikings? No.
Tony can tell you where you lost me.
Anything that sounds like it might be something where he could learn something.
Yeah.
Even Thor in the Marvel universe is pushing it for me.
What was the closest I'll come to watching Vikings what was the John Eric Hexum TV show on NBC? Was it Time Bandits? No. Voyagers.
Voyager, there you go.
That's about as close to Viking stuff as I'll get, because a couple of those episodes they went back to Viking.
I'll read an old Hagar the Horrible comic strip.
At best.
I might watch the Vikings play football.
That's where my childhood dog, which was my mom's dog, not mine, Snert, was named after Hagar the Horrible.
If you're young and watching, see, there used to be this thing called a newspaper.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you're going to have to go more than just a comic strip.
And in it, there were a couple of pages of like funny, like comics, Peanuts and stuff. Like you watch cartoons now on TV, well, they would put like one little strip in there, and that was a big thing you look forward to. If you were a kid our age, that's the only page of the paper you read.
Yeah.
Movie listings and the comics.
That's it.
And then on Sundays, in the big special edition of a newspaper, it would be really long with extra ads and stuff.
In color.
And the comics were in color, and there were even more of them.
Yes.
So that's the kind of life we live. If you want to know why we are the way we are, that was what we had.
Think about that. When you look up something on the internet, when you're looking for news, and you're like, okay, let me see news. You hit news, and it comes up, this is 4 hours old. This is 1 hour old. Oh, is there anything more current? And then you're like, oh, this is 16 minutes ago. That's the news story you read. Back then, it was like, well, tomorrow we'll get the latest.
I mean, yeah, newspapers have always been a day old, and then you get one last chance to see the news at like 11 p.m., and that covered that day, and then you had to go all night without knowing what the news was.
Yeah.
And it was actually kind of nice.
Yeah.
So let's see. Let's grab a couple of these. Sharon, Betty is the winner. Betty, thank you for the kind words about Betty, you guys. Appreciate it. Leslie, okay. Oh, this is a great one. Time travel movie, 1963, James Franco. Yes.
Okay, what's that about?
It is a short, limited series based on a Stephen King story.
Okay.
And James Franco discovers a portal in the back of a store that sends him back to 1963.
Okay, this sounds like something Rach would love.
Right before the Kennedy assassination. And he decides to take it upon himself to prevent his assassination.
Oh, wow.
But here's the thing: it's great what he finds out. Well, I don't want to give too much away. That's all I'm going to say right now.
Okay.
I loved it. I thought it was excellent, and I thought it was a great adaptation from a Stephen King story, which is rare because usually they really mess them up. So I think it's worth a watch.
Okay.
It's not a love story. I mean, it kind of is a love story. There is a love story element, but it's mostly the time travel thing, and it's very good.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, like if I would love in real life for something like that to happen, because I'd go back to like 1983 and prevent them from canceling Riptide.
Yeah. Okay. Thank God this isn't possible. If our lives were in your hands, and that's where your head is.
We would have had more of the Screaming Mimi.
Great. What else we got here? Jonathan, hey man, how you doing? Phyllis, let's see what we got here. I haven't watched it, but Hallmark has a time travel series called The Way Home.
Okay.
You can pass that on to Rachel. Steph, yeah, no learning, just good adult show. Going back to the Vikings thing.
Oh.
I mean, I can find that kind of material anywhere.
Yeah.
And I only watch the stuff I want to watch. I have to sit through a boring Viking storyline.
Last thing I want is a plot line.
I mean, come on. Who has time for that? Wendy. I'm the only Chiefs fan in my whole family. Whole family's Eagles fans. We're from the Philadelphia area. Wow, that's tough to face. You're pulling for the Chiefs in a Philadelphia Eagles family.
What if they're all from the Philly area? Where do they get their cheesesteak? I know there's the two places. One of them where there's filmed Geno's, I think, is one of them. And because I stood in the spot where Rocky stood, they've got a little plaque on the ground, and that's where I got mine. And they were like, "Oh, okay, well that means you're committed to this place for life. You can never go to that place because they're right across the street from each other."
Take it pretty seriously. Speaking of Rocky, I'm sure you've seen it. If maybe you, I have.
Great movie.
Okay. Cody's not here, so I see you're doing your best to irritate me. It's working. No, I saw it on TikTok. There was the scene where Rocky he's training and he's jogging through the city, and they show him jogging through that like the street market.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was not like it's a back of a van. They've got the camera. There's no crew or anything. It's just Sylvester Stallone and the cameraman in the back of a van. And the people, when you see them walking out to look, they didn't know what was going on. They were like, "Why does this guy keep running up and down the market in a van?" And this part where the dude walks out and throws him, I can't remember if it's an orange or an apple. He throws him a piece of fruit. And that was unscripted. The guy just did it and got himself into the movie.
That's pretty cool. You know, I've watched a bunch of those on TikTok where they have these little behind the scenes facts about Rocky. And I love movies where they solve problems and incorporate it in the movie. And that movie was shot on such a low budget. When they had the big banners that hang in the stadium up, and he was in red shorts with white stripe, and in reality he was going to have white shorts, and they were like, "It's too late to change, we can't do it." And Sylvester Stallone wrote it and goes, "I got it." And they shot a scene of him walking up, and he just goes, "Hey, the shorts are the wrong color." And the guy goes, "Nobody's going to care." And that's how they handled it.
Nice. He's a smart guy for sure.
I love that stuff. They did the same thing with Back to the Future. The original Back to the Future was the thing that was going to get them back to the future was not a lightning strike. It was the nuclear testing in Nevada. And they were like, "This is going to cost too much to film all of this." And they were standing in the town square and said, "We've got to figure out a way to do this. What could generate the power?" And they were like, "Lightning." And they're like, "Yeah, but what could light?" And then they looked up and saw the clock and were like, "Hey, this is it." And that's how they
18.1 gigawatts.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I love that kind of stuff. Problem solving.
Nice. Lisa Yardley, hello there. Your husband.
What a shame.
So sorry. Let's see, Kelly, what'd you guys watch? We watched a movie called T-34 about a German-Russian incident in World War II that was incredible. Russian movie with English subtitles, but I was able to keep up easily.
I don't read.
When I saw subtitles, I immediately wanted to turn to you and just see how you're going to react to that.
No, I'm not interested in reading.
Let's see, Susan, how about the Puppy Bowl? Never mentioned it. It's more exciting than football. Puppy Bowl's awesome. And I love that so many years, I mean, they feature animals that you can adopt. And I can't remember if was it last year or a couple years ago that one of our little puppies from Young Williams was featured.
All right.
In the Puppy Bowl,
that's cool.
Which is pretty cool. Steph, God, I miss you guys. Laughing my butt off. Oh, you're sweet. Okay, so when Geno's, South Philly, and
the one across the street is, and I don't know which one I was at, which was where Rocky was at. It was the one I went to was in the middle of the street.
Okay.
And then there's one off to the side.
That's got to be frustrating for people driving cars.
Yes, it was very
Somebody
frustrating.
get this Philly cheesesteak sandwich shop out of the street. I'm trying to get around here. Sorry.
It's true.
Steve, hello. Jonathan, what do we got here? Are y'all going to watch the new Back to the Future movie coming out?
There is no new Back to the Future movie coming out.
I think that should answer your question there. Nick, hope y'all are doing great. We are, Nick. Appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. Last year. Thanks, Susan. On the Super Bowl thing, are you looking forward to the halftime show with Rihanna? Do you think it's going to be entertaining? I think Rihanna's...
I like her music. I mean, I say like her music. There's several songs I've heard that I like.
I guess she said that...
I don't know enough about her.
I mean, she's got a 20-something-year career now. They said they pared down so many different things. I think she said she has something like 20 or 30 different playlists right now that they're still trying to decide which one is the one that we're going to use.
That.
I just think, I mean, it's like...
They got 12 minutes. They've got dancers. They've got lights.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, this thing's in a couple of days.
This is all for PR. Yeah. I don't know what we're going to do. We're just going to wing it, and it's going to be prepared so well. We're going to throw
100 people on the field to dance around, and they're just going to have to do the best they can.
Yeah, that ain't happening. They know exactly, beat for beat, every song they're doing, and have performed it probably 1,000 times.
Who's somebody that hasn't done the halftime show that you'd like to see do the halftime show?
Oh,
you too.
Any format?
Any format. Doesn't matter. Man, somebody that hasn't done it that you'd like to see do it.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, take out trying to go for a certain audience, which is what the NFL does.
Yeah, don't think like that. Just think about an act you think would be great for the Super Bowl halftime show.
Man, most everybody I love's done it. I don't know offhand. What do you got?
I don't know either. I was just throwing that out there. I'm
trying to think of somebody. I mean, the Eagles haven't done it. They would be cool, but they could just play the intro of Hotel California, then their time would be up.
Well, and that's the thing. And they're not even. Also, I mean, I love the Eagles. I'm a huge fan of the Eagles, but they're not a very dynamic band to watch on stage. That's true. They just stand there and play. So I mean, I'm trying to think of somebody.
Huey Lewis and the News don't perform anymore because I would love them.
Be fun.
I would love an 80s throwback Super Bowl.
Now, that would be cool.
Get 3 or 4 acts to knock out.
Get Billy Idol out there. He still sounds pretty decent, actually, after his throat
Get Billy
surgery.
Idol. And I just found out he recorded it later, but he was originally offered the Don't You Forget About Me.
Oh. I could kind of hear him doing that based off of, like, Eyes Without a Face and some of his more gentle stuff. But, yeah, I don't know. Steph mentioned the Eagles as well.
Billy Idol. We just introduced Lily to the wedding singer the other night, and she loved it.
That's awesome. Steve, I'm ready for baseball. So ready for the Super Bowl to be over. Leslie, I'm just going to watch Chris Stapleton sing. Well, you know he's going to kill the anthem.
I wonder what the bets are. Good. I haven't checked the odds on that. They always bet every year. One of the biggest prop bets they have is how long the anthem will go. Will it be longer than 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes?
Yeah.
And if it was me, it'd be about 20 seconds because I'd be so nervous.
Going back to your cheesesteak question, Pat's Cheesesteak.
Yes. Thank you.
Nicely done. Very good. Let's see, Marion. That's funny. The Eagles were the first group I thought of because they're one of the few super groups that still kind of.
That's what I'm trying to think of. Who's the original members? Who's somebody that's still out there that people go, man, they're so good.
I'm just trying to think about somebody who puts on a really good show.
Adele,
too.
But she stands there, but I love her music.
She doesn't. It doesn't feel like a show.
Taylor Swift. Now that Pepsi's not hosting it, I would like to see Taylor Swift do it because I think, could put on a show.
Yeah, that could be good.
Cher hasn't done it.
Really? I guess she hasn't. You're right. I don't know now. How does she sound now?
She's Cher. She can sound however she wants.
Lip sync. God, I had something I was going to say, and then
sorry,
I lost. No, it's okay. I lost it. Shoot. I don't know. There's some great ones out there.
Hager twins are dead. Can't do them.
What a shame. We'll really miss them. And I mean, because there's some good country people too, but I'm trying to think of who puts on a show.
That's the reason why I thought of Taylor.
Yeah.
Because she's got the whole stage thing.
I mean, Harry Styles just came off the Grammy. I mean, he's hot.
Oh, yeah. Harry Styles would get some attention if they were to get him.
Oh, hold on a second. Kelly, you little sweetheart.
What is it?
Super chat, $30.
Oh, wow.
For the equipment fund.
Thank you.
You're so sweet. Thank you. We appreciate it. Our show appreciates it. If anybody wants to offer up, thousands of dollars, our wives would appreciate it.
Yes.
And they're like, when are you guys going to start making some real money? I don't know. You guys have jobs? Why do we have to have a job? Anyway, Steph loves the movie. The Wedding Singer, Marianne, thinks Taylor would be awesome. Cher still sounds great. Oh, Journey. Here's the thing about Journey, Steph.
It's not real Journey. I love them.
They're great. I think Arnell does a great job.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, that just isn't Journey. I'm sorry. If Steve Perry's not in the band, it's not Journey.
Yeah.
And that's, I saw.
And he's not getting back in the band.
He's not coming back. Yeah. I mean, he's great.
He's too brilliant. He's still part owner of the band Journey. So every time they tour, he makes money and doesn't have to get compared like, oh, he doesn't sound like he used to or that. He has to sit back and just cash checks and have everybody leave that concert going, we saw the new guy. He's good, but he's no Steve Perry.
I saw them on the last tour with Perry, Raised on Radio tour, and it was just unbelievable. Best part of that tour, and I've told the story, is that my girlfriend at the time bought the tickets for us, and so I was really excited, and we're going, and Glass Tiger was supposed to open for him.
Oh, yeah.
Remember
I saw
that?
them, unfortunately, twice.
Well, and so I'm there going, I'm like, we get there, I'm like, okay, I got to sit through Glass Tiger. I really only know a couple songs, and the lights come down, and when the lights come up, it's Journey. Glass Tiger couldn't make it. Something happened with their travel arrangements, or somebody was sick, and they didn't tell anybody, and there was no social media at that time. So when the lights came up, it was Journey, and everybody freaked out.
That's awesome. What'd they open with? Do you remember?
I wish I could remember.
I
I'd
have to look back
it
at the
up.
set list.
Yeah. Probably something off Raised. Probably Be Good to Yourself.
Okay.
Because it was the Raised on Radio tours. I think it's.
That's something fun you can do if you haven't done it yet. Set list FM, I think is what it is. But if you just Google Journey set list or whatever, this site has every concert that they can find and the actual set list with the dates. So like I went back and found the Van Halen concerts I've went to and looked at the set list and was like, oh, I forgot they sang this and they did this. The Rolling Stones, a good friend of ours who worships the Stones, he's seen them like 7 or 8 times. He went back and counted. I've seen him sing Give Me Shelter 6 times. I've seen him do this 4 times.
Wow.
And you can have some fun on that site if you love concerts.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love that. Jimmy, Christina Aguilera. She can put on a show.
Yeah.
I could see that being good. Yeah, not my kind of music, but I think she'd be good.
I'm surprised NBC didn't do that now that I think about it with The Voice. Like have all the Voice judges be the Super Bowl halftime show.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so that's happening. The best, we loved this back in the day when you didn't know what the commercials were going to be, and everybody watched the Super Bowl for the commercials because it's going to be great.
And everybody'd get quiet to watch the commercial.
Yeah, I mean, now they put them out beforehand, so it's in a way it's kind of fun because you see some good ones, but then it's also like it ruins the surprise.
Well, and then there's that person that as soon as the commercial comes up is going to have to announce to everyone, oh, I've already seen this one. This is the one that's got so-and-so as the surprise guest. And you're like, really?
Yeah. So as we do this, we got Lisa's husband David actually sent this to us, and we've seen it around. It's our favorite free commercial we've seen. I can't guarantee this is going to work because I haven't tried this before.
I love it. I hope it works. This commercial's got so many great lines in it.
Let's see if it's going to go.
Hey, corporate types, will you stop calling each other rock stars?
You're a rock star. You are a rock star.
Rock stars, please.
You know what it takes to be a rock star?
I've trashed hotel rooms in 43 countries.
I was on the road since I was 16.
I've done my share of bad things. Also, your share of bad things.
We know that using Workday for finance and HR makes you great at your job.
That don't make you a rock star.
Oh, Ted in finance, you're a rock star.
Hey, Liz in HR, can you do this?
Unless you work with an actual rock star.
You are a rock star.
Thank you. Who's the new guy?
Hi, I'm Oswald.
Hello, Oswald. Give it up for Pam. Pam, you are a rock star. I wasn't gonna say it.
I love it.
I think that was great.
But seeing Paul Stanley, he was on the show a while back, and it was so weird talking to him because I'm thinking, he's rock star, Paul Stanley. And he sounded like this little old grandpa talking to us about his kids. Oh, I like to take the kids to school. And
all this positivity and about how to make your life better. And I was like, it was kind of...
You're supposed to be angry that you're doing an interview. You're supposed to talk to us terribly.
It reminded me a lot about the first time we interviewed Henry Winkler. We've talked about Henry a lot, so we won't get into that again
he's
here.
The best.
But it's Fonzie. If you're our age, you watch him be cool, and he's Fonzie. And then he was just the sweetest guy.
Still is. I mean, everybody talks about him. Like, I just saw somebody on TikTok the other night saying that they met him and they're a celebrity too, and they ended up swapping numbers, and they said they'll still get random texts from him that are just like, Michael, you do such a great job. You just keep doing what you're doing. You're amazing.
That's fantastic. I love it. Thanks, Jimmy. That's kind. He says, we are rock stars.
That's true. Guilty as charged.
Yes. Glad you guys like that. That's awesome. Valentine's Day. Are you prepared for Valentine's Day? We're just a few days away from that. What is that, Tuesday, I think?
I'm usually way ahead on the game on this one. Lily's got gymnastics, so Rachel and I are going to go eat somewhere while she's at gymnastics and have a little Valentine's dinner. I'm just not sure where yet.
Got it. Okay. We made an agreement, obviously, with the way things are, that we weren't going to spend a bunch of money or anything. So Katie bought me that U2 record that I talked about a couple of shows ago, and I got her a little something, and then we're going to either go out and get food and bring it home, or we're going to actually go to a restaurant and eat. We got a couple places in mind that aren't super expensive.
Yeah.
And that's really, and then there's the thing that since I didn't really buy anything big, she wanted me to do something. For Christmas, Lexi, my oldest, got her something she really wanted because you can't stream it anywhere. Whatever the show was, it was called Newlyweds. Jessica Simpson and Nick Lachey.
Oh Lord, yeah.
Remember that show?
That's the buffalo chicken wings or whatever.
Right, and Starfish is Chicken of the Sea. Is
Yeah.
this really chicken? She loved that show. It was a guilty pleasure for her, and she couldn't find it. So Lexi bought her, I guess, 2 seasons on DVD. And she told me that the thing I have to do is watch at least 2 episodes of that with her on Valentine's Day. So that's going to be my gift to her, I guess, is watching that.
Wow.
I'm thinking about, if she'll let me, setting up a camera just to capture some of my reactions.
Yes.
I've never seen it. I mean, I've seen clips of it. I've heard about it.
You know, Jessica still is, I guess. I haven't seen her in forever, but she was beautiful. And everybody, you know, she was Daisy Duke on the Dukes of Hazzard and everything, but she had a country deal for a while. And I remember hanging out with her at Losers one time. And I got a picture somewhere. I'll have to find it and throw it up on one of these shows. But the amount of men that were just shamelessly shooting their shot, hitting on her. And I'm like, okay, she's kind of dating or married to at the time a Backstreet Boy or whatever Nick is, you know. And
98
I'm like,
Degrees, I think was.
I'm like, you know, you're not really in her league because you're a construction guy. But they were all just.
Well, it's kind of like, it's like pilots. When we were in San Diego, our traffic guy, you know, he's a pilot.
Oh yes, I remember this.
And we're at a bar, and he's married, but so he wasn't trying to do anything. But he was talking about, you know, hitting on women and stuff. And
Pilots have the best egos.
The
Huge.
pilot. Oh, it's and we're like, dude, literally across the freeway right there is the Top Gun school.
Yeah.
Do you think a guy flying around in a traffic helicopter, is
Yeah,
gonna
in your
be any-
50s.
compared to these guys? Come on, man. The ego. Let's see, Jimmy. Yes, already sent my flowers and they've been delivered.
Okay.
Surprised us both.
I think you're
Show
kind of
off.
a jerk.
Kelly, we don't really do much for Valentine's Day. We both have to work, so if we do anything, it'll be next weekend. Just order and watch TV. I mean, that's it. And when you've been with somebody for a while, you should still, obviously, you don't want the romance to go away. You want it to be nice, but you don't have to think so much, I think, about blowing it up. Unless it's a special anniversary or something like that.
I think that's a great go-to if you forget. Honey, every day is Valentine's Day with you.
Oh, that classic line, for sure. It is the second biggest day for cards behind what holiday?
Mother's Day.
Christmas.
Ah.
Yeah, I would think Mother's Day has got to rank right up in there somewhere too. But we have some facts on that on our Facebook page.
And we just had, on the Facebook page, Instagram, all the stuff, we just had a stat go up too that Valentine's Day is the #1 day for conception of holidays.
Interesting. Well, I mean, I guess for holidays, because I mean,
you'd think it'd be New Year's, but
New Year's could be big. But I mean, I think a lot of people are out on New Year's,
Yeah.
so maybe and by the time they get home, they're not, or at least one of them's not fit for production. Kind of like saying St. Patrick's Day. Everybody's, hey, their drinking's going on, but good luck. Especially if you reach a certain. I mean, if you're young, you fight through it, but.
Oh man, St. Patrick's Day. I don't miss that stuff at all.
Me either. Although I do love Flogging Molly. They just played here in Knoxville.
Oh, did they?
I've seen them several times live. But I think the favorite thing that they've done that I loved was during COVID, on St. Patrick's Day, they did a live show from a pub in Ireland. And you could pay a few bucks. And that's where I got this T-shirt,
cool.
actually. I got the T-shirt like I was there, and you got to watch it live. They took requests. It was killer. It was so much fun. But great band if you ever want to go out and really see somebody tear it up. I don't think I have anything else.
I think that's it. We just got to tell you a couple of things. We've already mentioned subscribe to the YouTube channel, and please get your friends. Even if you just say, my goal this week is to get 2 people to subscribe to the Tony and Kris channel. That would help us a lot.
Yeah, we'd really appreciate that. So we promised some exciting news, and we were hoping it would be a little bigger than this, but with some technical issues. But here's the thing. We asked you what you'd like to buy, what kind of merchandise you might be interested in. We listened to you. The Tony and Kris merch shop will be open this coming week.
And it will have 10 items in it for you.
Yeah, for starters, we've got 10 things just to get going, and we'll see how that goes. We also have some other fun things that we're going to be adding to that shop over time.
And I think it's important to point out any profits made from that page will go toward studio equipment.
Yeah, for now, everything that's coming in is nothing major, so we're just using that to upgrade certain pieces of equipment. We have some things we want to do with new mics and some new lighting and some new camera stuff. So anyway, everything like that goes straight to that, and we really appreciate you guys. So
and we want to buy Cody that mustache he wants.
Yeah. So that announcement will be up on all of our social media. We might even do a little video to let you know that it's open for business, but it will be sometime next week. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys. Hope you have a tremendous weekend. Don't forget, new show drops Sunday night. Special guest Chapel Hart. If you've not heard of these ladies, man, go watch some videos. They have a great answer song to Dolly Parton called You Can Have Him, Jolene. Their harmonies are super tight.
And then share the show after you watch it.
Yes. Making sure, Steph, are you guys really moving? Real quick, yeah, Steph, we'll end up moving back to Nashville for sure.
Yeah, Rachel's job's there, and plus all of our connections are there.
Yeah, for us to continue to grow this the way we want to, we need to have more access to people easily. So yeah, probably before this, before this year is over,
Yeah.
we'll be making that move. But the beauty of this is we can still stay connected.
And maybe we'll have a going away party.
We always say that. Maybe we'll do this.
Well, we won't show.
we won't be there, but maybe we'll get something going. You guys should all show up at this place. We'll see what happens. If we can make something like that happen, we will. But we love you guys. Have a great weekend, and we will see you soon.